talk to us about Haiti and what makes Haiti so prone to earthquakes.
Thanks, Ali. So Haiti is, as you know, the whole world has a number of what we call tectonic plates, and these are huge land masses that move past one another. Some of them move away from each other. Some move towards each other. So Haiti finds itself in an unfortunate situation where it's sitting geographically at the location of the confluence of these two tectonic plates. One is called the North American plate, and the other is called the Caribbean plate. So the 7.2 magnitude earthquake that happened a few days ago that devastated Haiti was the result of the movement along these tectonic structures. Some of the countries in the Caribbean, such as the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, they're sitting on the same fault line, and this is what caused the magnitude 7.2 event in Haiti.
So it's a fairly regular occurrence in Haiti. Is there anything that a country like that can do to protect itself from the devastating impact of these quakes?
So if you look at most of the earthquake-prone countries, such as Chile and Japan, they are well prepared for these kind of large magnitude events. The building codes and the building structures, they are done so they can withstand these big events. Unfortunately, Haiti, being the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, they haven't really implemented a lot of these strict building codes that are required to withstand these magnitude events. The social, political, and economic situations in Haiti have really led to them being really unprepared for some of these events. But it is possible to construct buildings such that they can withstand these large events.
If we compare it to us here in South Africa, we're not an earthquake-prone region. We've had a few quakes. We have a lot of tremors in and around Gauteng because of all the extensive mining. But just talk to us about the differences in terms of the way our earth is structured, if you will, compared to Haiti.
Yeah, so we are relatively lucky in South Africa in a sense that we're sitting on some of what we call a stable craton. So this is not to say that large magnitude events cannot happen, but we are relatively stable, and we do get small events that we as the Council for Geoscience record on a 24-hour basis. But Haiti, sitting on a tectonic boundary, it is much more prone, especially to these large magnitude events. So I think from that end, we are relatively lucky from a geological point of view. But of course, we cannot predict earthquakes, and we certainly don't know when a big one will be coming. But as I mentioned, one can only prepare for them by having strict building codes.
Thank you very much, David Khoza from the Council for Geoscience.